First of all, folks, when you go through the TSA,
This story.
if you're like me, it's so ridiculous because what other area of your life you're walking on a linoleum floor and you're surrounded by strangers and you just start stripping on that floor. You take your shoes off, you take your belts off, everything. And then there are these people.
And it's the normal thing to do.
It's a normal thing
It's
to
not
do.
like you're like, whoa, what's that guy doing over there?
No. In fact, if you kept your clothes on, it would be like, what's that guy doing over there? And then people come to you, and I don't want to. I'm not into demonizing everybody that works at the TSA. Obviously, there needs to be a TSA. There's a lot of great people doing really important work, but at the same time, they come to you, they handle you, they throw out your drink, and every other day there's a new like ridiculous rule about. I remember when the toothpaste thing came in. I was flying internationally, and it was like, you can't. Yeah, that's an open cap on a toothpaste. That cannot happen. That's so.
If you're Ted Nugent's wife, you can't bring a loaded pistol to the airport.
I'm with the TSA on that one. But the point, and it's probably struck many of us that maybe all of these like random TSA, maybe they're not all entirely on the up and up. Maybe they're, you know, weird things to keep people busy. Maybe they're, uh, uh, just, random expansion of ways of bothering travelers that probably don't have much of a security benefit, frankly.
But on the other side too, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who defend the TSA and think, they have to check people because America and 9/11 and security and safety.
And I'm probably more one of those people than you. Okay, but
I mean, at least
they have, and then they say, you know what? And everybody has to go through these security measures, and that's the point. And
that's
this
just
is
that's just life in 2000 in the year 2000.
That's just life in the 21st century
Yes.
in the age of terrorism. Well, the TSA has announced that they will be creating a new program where travelers who will be willing to pay a fee can have their basic rights reestablished at airports to them.
Sweet, you could pay for your rights back.
You can pay for your rights back.
How much is
TSA.
that? How much does it cost? What?
$5
$5
for a reasonable fee of
$10?
$85.
$85.
The TSA will allow travelers to verify their identities and provide fingerprints at an enrollment center that will allow them to skip the long, stressful lines at security checkpoints. It's like the TSA was like, how airlines do this amazing thing where people who travel coach are treated horribly and with utter disrespect, and they're boarded last, and they have to wait in lines forever, and they sit on uncomfortable cushions, and then they get loaded in, and they don't have any food because we're cutting down even on like bags of peanuts, where like if Seinfeld was at the beginning of his career, he wouldn't have a career because he wouldn't be able to bitch about airport food because there's none of it anymore. Yeah, you know how they do all of that? Why don't we, as a government government-funded agency, why don't we just, do the same thing? I mean, we're making a killing off of student loans. Why can't we introduce the class system to the airport screening? And of course, it goes without saying that nobody who wants to do any harm in an airport, whether they're a terrorist or whether they're a moron like Ted Nugent's wife, people with money don't do stupid things like try to take down planes or, bring a loaded gun onto an airplane. It doesn't happen.
We all know Osama bin Laden was super poor.
Yeah, Osama bin Laden was one of these poor brown guys that are causing all of the
How
problems.
much was his family worth?
They were in the billions, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Doesn't count if you're Muslim or something. Anyways, look, yeah, it's like if Osama bin Laden's just like, hey, you imagine some terrorists, I'd love to take advantage of this new pre-enrollment plan.
Just don't got $85.
$85, that is a lot.
A little steep.
That's a lot of coin. So the TSA manages to completely undermine the rationale for their invasive and annoying procedures and introduce the most obnoxious, absurd, ridiculous double-tiered system into the airport system imaginable, and that's in airports that already have amazing double standards and treatment of passengers to begin with. And the only thing I could really think here is that a few people are willing to cough up the money, will enjoy it. and God bless them. They don't have to take off their clothes every time they go into the airport. And the other person I could imagine probably being pretty happy about this would be Andrew Ross Sorkin.
I can't wait to see like the ads for it. Like, keep your shoes on, only $85.
Yeah. If you have an open bottle of water, this, show them your card, and some underslept person cannot throw it away for you.
Can you imagine like something does happen like on a plane and the the pundits going on like TV going like, I don't understand how this could have happened. He paid the $85.
Well, I could see, and if it becomes a loophole that jeopardizes security, that will be the Republican red line on it. It's just like, we could do absolutely everything. I want to fingerprint everybody. I want to have drones patrolling the Mexican border. But if you get in fact, now maybe if you want to double the fee, so fewer people can afford it, that might be okay.
Don't show Bloomberg this story. I can imagine him now. You mean I can charge the public housing people for their fingerprints?